So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I chose like the second game in the LEC Super Week starting weekend shit. I just like the first thing I want to cast like this game because on one side it doesn't really interest me that much, but on the other side it does. Like I don't want to make this casting like the most intense and like interesting game because on one side I want to watch it myself, and on the other side it's good like if I want to like follow this up on to like do the first game like cast that. Yeah, I'll bet I'll be really really bad for this one. Um, but yeah, I mean I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm just gonna speak further and further and further. I'm gonna widen my skills in English. I mean, English is not my mother language. My mother language is German. Gonna probably also do some cast in German. Gonna like, probably say like get cast like English and cast German and shit. But yeah, like generally, I just want to say like I'm gonna do my best. I also have bit of the audio here in the background, just very quietly. So, well, but you guys don't hear it because obviously it's the casters make it hard for me to cast. But yeah, it's the end of the draft phase here. We have Astralis with Christ, Dan, Nuke, Duck, Patrick, and Daniel Gaxel, and White Knight, Zendara, Magic, Felix, Chestline, Promiscue on Astralis. Just want to say right off the bat, I do not like Promiscue, but just as a fact, I don't know. It's just like I think Promiscue is the problem with Astralis, the main problem. But hey, maybe I can do some good stuff in this game. Let's just look at the bands. We have an extra side fresh, Varus and Renekton. I mean, they're all like the bands. The bands. I mean, Renekton almost has like 100% like ban rate. When he's not banned, he's pretty much picked. Varus very impressive. Not necessarily pick banned, but very close to it. And Fresh is just the support that always works in pro play. He just works at all times. And Lulu, especially with combos, for like Ezreal is very good in the meta right now, or like in the last patch, gotten really good. And of course Gwen, which is still in her release overpowered state. Now first pick Rumble, no price there, do not need any explanation. Now White Knight, again I was listening, he had a very good performance yesterday. He was the MVP of that match. And even though he didn't do much except like the 2 free kicks that like he did a really good job in, he didn't need to do much more. These 2 free kicks on the ADC or any other vulnerable target he hit were very good. Jessica got himself the Kaiser, is very good. XL brings out the Senna Tom Kench combo, which is still very strong. I think it's fasting. Yeah. I think fasting is almost always the better choice. So it's Nuke. Then they're gonna be farming. Senna plays the support 80 carry mix smash. Matchy Felix on his Akali. Oh my god. I love that. I love that. Akali, when I have my solo queue games, 8s as hell. But in pro play, I absolutely love her because, come on, it's Akali. Every fight with her is going to be flashy. Every fight. Except like everything before that was level 6. But even then, it's going to be quite entertaining. Set ban, I see so much set. On one side, because just people found set again and found out that he's pretty good. And on the other side, because of mathematically correct set. Well, yeah, I think it's a mix too. Like set is very impressive right now. I have to play him. I kind of like set, but like I don't play him that much. It's kind of weird. Now, Volibear ban, I think it's just against Zenzara a bit. Like take away some of his choices. He still has that broken hand, right? So yeah. But still, yeah, Volibear would be a good choice. Would have been a good choice for Zanzara, and Lucian is obviously a ban for Magic Felix, so it doesn't have like that much of a impressive lane to play against. Nuke could pick Syndra here. I could see it against like anything that was like go in and like do some stuff, and is like not the tankiest of a guy. Is very good matchup against Syndra, at least. That shouldn't be too bad of a matchup. Now Zanzara on Italy? Nah, I wouldn't thought so. I don't see Zanzara as an Italy player. He could absolutely play it. like I don't see him. Promiscu, Nautilus. Okay, they saw all the Miss Leona ultimates yesterday and thought to themselves, maybe we put him on something that can't miss the ult. But now, he can miss a Q. Although it's also very hard to miss. And we have the Viego on the XL side. I think it's a bit hard to wait. Let me just mute them. It really is very annoying. So let me just see. I think Viego's going to go. I mean, he can go jungle, mid, and top, but I guess he's gonna go top. I guess it. Now with Nocturne, they have a double flex. Because like Viego can go jungle because Rom is obviously in jungle, and Nocturne can go top and mid, and Viego can also go top and mid. So I think it's Nocturne mid lane with it's equal. Like it doesn't matter too much where if they're gonna go, but yeah, it's fine. They're gonna Viego again. Apparently, it's gonna go really good. Zanzara on the Trundle again. Now, I still do not understand the Trundle that much. Like, at least there's like one kind of tank when you pick Trundle, you know? Like, at least there's one. There's Tahm Kench. But without a real front line, it's kind of weird to pick Trundle in. If it works, absolutely fine. I think it has to do something with his broken hand. I think if his hand wasn't like, you know, done for, he would have picked something else. But hey, I always say you can do the most terrible picks and I will criticize them, but if you perform well on them, I'm gonna go take everything back, at least till you fuck with them in the next game. So Zanzara, don't just don't make me use the curse words, okay? Just don't make me use it. I can curse very good and very aggressively. Oh my god. I think if you look at the team comp here, I think that I like Excel's Canadian comp just because of they have a lot of long range stuff. They don't have hard like the much of engage. Like their engage is pretty much Nocturne and like they don't have engage pre-level 6. Their engage is Dan's ulti and Cry's ulti. That's the engage. We have a level 1 here, or just like a bit of teasing. I think it's just a bit of teasing. So they could try it. Promiscu. Oh my, that movement. Well, Nukta gets hooked, gets auto-attacked. The root is there. Zenning is there to help him out though. And unfortunately, the Tahm Kench, the Barbara is still on his W and not his ultimate. And Mr. Nuktak manages to escape that one. If it was one patch later, he would have died there. Or like 2 patches later. I don't know where the Tahm Kench is gonna come. I think it's it's probably gonna be like 1.12 or 1.13. Wait, there. I don't know what. I think like and now is patch 11.12, and they're still playing on 11.11. Yeah, whatever. I think it's gonna be 11.13 when Tahm Kench series. Furthermore, from the matchups here, match Felix and Nuktak, I think this lane is gonna be pretty explosive. Unless they just make a pact of like, hey yo bro, I farm, you farm, we good. I mean, they're both the assassin just skirmishes people, so I think it's gonna be it's gonna be a pretty explosive matchup. And Trundle gets spotted here on the ward while trying to invade Dan here. Dan is still on his crux. What can you do here? I mean, he saw him. So he knows when I go in there, I will be against the Trundle with red buff, which is not good. So he has to retreat, but now he knows that the red buff isn't there. If he didn't know it, he would have either run in there and just died because of the Trundle red buff. I mean, Dan is strong, but the Trundle red buff on level 2-3, not too easy to deal with. And either he could have died there, or he could have just, if he didn't see it at all, would have pathed down there to get it, and then would have lost a lot of time. It's a bit hard to cast without like a bro beside you color cast. I mean, compared to other color casters, I know jack shit, but at least I have solid. I have good knowledge. Okay, I've fairly good knowledge about the game. And I'm gonna try out shot casting, though. But I wanna like improve my fast saying skills, as the professionals probably don't say it, but I like to say it that way. So let's just see here. Zanzara moves in the bottom lane, maybe tries to gank here. There's no ward. He's not spotted. Promiscue hooks Danik. And Patrick tried to push back Promiscue. Zanzara just puts a pillar up the ass and moves away like a bandit. I don't know, man. Like, what's that? Like, I understand. Like, I think Promiscue would have needed to hook Senna, and he would have had to wait more. He should have waited more, and then he would have flashed in onto Patrick. Then it would have been a kill. But due to him going in too early and not committing his flash and not getting in there and just hooking Tom, or Danik in that sense, they didn't do much. And here we see Mad Felix losing a bit of trade against Nuke Duck. He's forced to back here. His DP doses. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, all of them DP here. They rarely play with Ignite, but sometimes they do. Sometimes. It's rare, but it happens. Sometimes. It's kind of, okay, it's rare. It's very rare, but it does happen. It does happen. Now, White Knights and Kreis, the problem with Kreis is that his fear is never going to get through against Lee Sin. Like, it's never going to happen. At the point where he presses E, White Knight, like, almost at any time can either just dash away with his W, I think, yeah, with W, or just with his Q. Promiscue here in a bit of a hard situation, tries to hook Nuke Duck, but he lays the stun. Then again, Nuke Duck can force back here, but now Dan is here, the flash and the flash trade. Promiscue is burnt down. That's the first blood with the elbow of Dan. Nuke Duck. No, nice hook. If there wasn't a minion there, maybe it would have hit. With that, I do not think it would have hit, but could have. So nice play there. They pushed all onto them, then Promiscue tried to defend himself. I mean, he didn't do much, but he did enough to like walk away from the tower. But then Dan came to the flash trade from Jaskla and Dan, and then Promiscue just sat there, burning to ashes, and just seeing his own demise before his eyes. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Danik, Patrick pushing away Jaskla. Jaskla forced to heal. I don't know if that was really necessary here. Promiscue tries to go away. It's a 4-man dive. It looks like they could do it, but then they get pushed back a bit because Promiscue wasn't like getting bursted properly. Then Promiscue just gets burned down by Dan before Nuke Duck falls up with his kill steal. I think he would have died either way. But yeah, I mean, it's Nuke Duck. I think it doesn't matter too much if the kill is Nuke Duck on Dan. But if Nuke Duck wants to take it with his flash, then you do it. I don't know. I don't care. Just do it. It's a kill for you. Let's see. We have the Drake. The first Drake was taken by Astralis here. It's not clear which Drake it is though. If I'm correct, now it can only be Mountain or Cloud. If I'm correct, because I think the first two Drakes are never the same as the other two. Nuke Duck tries to get away with his thing. Here gets collapsed on by 5 members to just rather be able to get. No, okay. That kickback was good, but it seemed like it looked like a little bit like in, because Promiscue was like, yes, this is gonna be my hook, my kill secure, and no, it was not Nuke Duck, it was a Kreis. Was like, nope, boom, into the rest of Astralis, manages to get out, and Promiscue was like, if he gets away, but fortunately White Knight took it in the end. But ho, that was a bit too close for my liking. Do we get a repo on that? Nah, probably not, but maybe. Yeah, but I mean, it worked in the end, and he did kick him into the NAV team, so it's something. I just feel like Promiscue was a bit with Christ and White Knight. I mean, they're trading a lot. They're trading a lot here, but like as I've said, they just have like White Knight has so much mobility that he's never gonna get feared by Christ, and he also never gonna get so much damage that you can really kill him without like White Knight doing a lot of mistakes. I don't expect him to do them, so he's relatively safe. I still feel like the how do I say this? The weak points in Excel are not in one being. I just think that Excel as a whole have a bit of a problem of just not being good as the others. Not like terrible, absolutely not. They're good players, but they're just not. No one of them is like very good. The very good guy. They're really the guy who almost doesn't deserve to be in this zoning ultimate. Okay, that's a zone. I do not want to hear a single word. That is a perfectly placed and perfectly calculated. That was like the what's that thing with the triangles. Pythagoras. He used the Pythagoras to calculate that Rumble Ultimate. And if you say anything against that, I do not. I mean, it was kind of a Zoltan Ultimate, but in the end, it was completely useless. I see a lot of farming difference. I mean, the jungle, Danny gets out, like, farms out, or Zenzara gets out farmed heavily. I think it's just a bit of a character thing. Then flash him from Promiscue, the 2-man ultimate, and now the auto attack from Promiscue is gonna root everyone. He's gonna die though. The quality sinks because Promiscue is dead, and with Promiscue we don't have quality. Pratic is pushed back, puts the ultimate there. He Jackal dodges it, and he dies. Now Denik and Nuke are gonna chase down Magic Felix and Zanzara. I think the pixels don't pick it a bit hard, but I think I see it. And they're gonna get out of there. Good. I like this. Magic Felix double buffs. Although he runs into Nuke Deck, it's gonna hit. Yeah, the stun's gonna hit. The ult from Nuke Deck follows. He is able to put behind an auto attack and Q, but Magic Felix is going to survive that with ease. Now, let me just pause this and just fucking put it on more. That's not 720p 60. What the fuck? Okay, wait. Let me just. Oh, I'm disconnected from internet. That might explain it. Oh, let's see here. The Promiscue 2-man ultimate, which 3-man ultimate actually was on Patrick, and then it hit Tedic Dan first. Sinzara and Magic Felix is absolutely destroying Dan, while Nuclear goes on a Jessica. Jessica is a bit, apparently on others, still manages to dodge the Senna ultimate as Tedic and Nuclear try to chase Magic Felix and Sinzara, but they're alright. But I see you still have about double buffs? How long now? Four-man bot side. Thanks, man. I get myself something to eat. So, yeah. They're trying to Drake here. They're pushing Drake while Patrick and Dan a bit zoned out. They could just not commit to it. You know, they're just two people with like Nuke Tech a bit on the side. It would be a 3v3. But if I see correctly, they have TP advantage. Do they? Nah, they would have TP advantage, but Nuke Tech was close enough, so they could have committed, but they did. Chose to not do. It's fine. It would have been risky. White Knight and Christ just punching them again. Oh my god, he got feared. Didn't you, Mr. Caster? Didn't you say he could be feared? He could be feared if we just didn't do too good. Whatever. Promiscue and Zanzara trying to find some way, maybe to engage. I don't know. Promiscue hits the hook. Not the wind was blasted between Danik and Dan, but these two fat guys were still not hit. Unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, if they do an objective, which they don't, nah. The problem is there's no objective. Maybe Herald spawns, but I'm not too sure. But they would have TP advantage. So if they want to do skirmish, Astralis can do skirmish right now. They are already the advantage. They know that Noctica doesn't have TP, so that's very good. That's very good. And now it's gonna be probably a bit of a either someone of the soul laners try to like solo kill someone here, or some kind of random skirmish breaks out because there's no objective here on the map except towers. Like Drake is running 3 minutes. Herald is spawning soon. And Baron, it's taking another 6 minutes. So they could fight on Herald, and there they would have TP advantage because Noctica doesn't have it. So you have to think about it. And like you see, Sanzara is already moving. Sorry. Oh, the kick in. Nice White Knight. Nice kick in. Sanzara here. Kreis is in a bit of a hefty situation, and now they not only have the B advantage from Nuke, they also have the death advantage, as I call it, the 4v5. And wait, is Harry gonna spawn? Yeah, Harry's gonna spawn. Harry's gonna spawn soon, so they can take. They can push this here. Nuke is only here trying to defend it. They can take this Herald now if they want to, but Kreis is gonna respawn before, like, as Herald once again. They could have rushed it. They could have tried to rush it, but you also see the vision here. And then the vision here on this. Okay, wait. The vision here is on the side of XL, so they would have taken the risk of getting like collapsed down. So they didn't take the risk. They take it like they don't take a lot of risk. I see that. They like really they don't. Fucking bam, I'm yawning. Damn it. damn it. Whatever here. Never promise you. Oh my god, he's stealing away the camps. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. I cannot comprehend. White is pushing down this turret. Is this the first blood turret? Oh no, it's an the T1 from bot lane is already this one. Okay. But it's second turret of the game. Yes, it is. Okay. I mean, everything is really like stable right now. Astralis has 2 Drakes, while XL has a really slight gold lead. And the kills are not as supports. That's always something I check. Like if the kills are on support, I pretty much like see them as like half a kill, because they're just not as worth, or if like on supportive characters. But the kills are mainly on the main guys. Maybe on Zanzar you can argument, but even there I would say that the gold is not in bad hands. So yeah, good. It's fine. Like the Zanzar thing, yeah, but like, I think Astralis is they're pretty much even, I would say. I cannot say someone who is really in a good here. The Herald though could move them into a better position, and it's gonna make a charge for, yeah. It's P down here, and Zanzara he waddles away like a scared child. Yeah, they push down the mid lane tier 1 of Astralis. We're pretty much good. As promised, Q flashes in, catches Patrick and Danik on the ultimate. Danik trying to flash away. The shield is keeping him alive. Patrick ulting everyone as Magic feels he's about to get, but he can put himself into a Zania as Nurktag is catched out, but he also doesn't die. There's so many people low, but they just do not want to die. What is going on? They're all so low. And like Danik got that huge shield, while Magic Felix survived like 100 health with his Zanias. Freaking close. But I didn't even see that. I'm blind. Danik died. I didn't even he had like such a huge shield. Like, how did he die? Like literally he had like 400 500 health and then like 1500 shield. Was it like, did he expire that late and like hit him something? Or like, did he go back in? I didn't see it. Well, we're probably gonna get a replay on that, so yeah. But yeah, we have 1 death then. So it's got 1 kill out of that fight, which is not worth because Excel then got the, oh my god, that's a flank. that's a flank if I've ever seen one. Danik, watch out! They're gonna kill it. Oh, the ult is placed good though. Dan, that's not a zone and ultimate. That's a killer ultimate. That's a killer instinct. If I've ever seen one, in our Christ and Patrick are chasing down White Knight and Zanzara. And now Danik is even gonna join. This is 5v2. And they're going at it. Christ ulting Zanzara is able to go away. Now the fear is on him. Duke Duck infects or possesses or whatever the poor little Zanzara as White Knight is forced to watch his friend die. And this is going in the way of Excel. They got Drake, and even though one of them died in the previous team fight, were able to chase and catch one of Astralis members. Now, the gold lead is still, like, there's no gold lead, and the Drakes are relatively even, but Baron is gonna spawn soon, which, I mean, they would have DPS. I mean, Excel has DPS. They have Dan, they have Christ, they have New Duck, and Paddock. They all have, maybe not the best DPS against the Baron, but they have all DPS, which is good. While on the side of Astralis, they have a DPS a bit. Jessica is pretty good at pitting Baron, but the rest is like meh. Yeah, like even Danik is like not the worst support to take Baron with. So like if they want to take it, Pixel would be pretty fast. I mean, now they got themselves. They pushed this in harshly. They want to get that pressure on the mid lane. Just push this in, and just keep Astralis out of their base, out of their jungle a bit. Although Sensor just doesn't care and just clears the vision here in the enemy's jungle. Does he catch that? No, he doesn't catch it. He would have taken 1 step, like farther to the left. He would have seen him, but the vision there, a bit funky. And he didn't see him. I don't think anything, like he would have probably stopped his back, which would be a bit annoying, but I don't think anything would have happened there as well. Now Nuke Duck doing the cracks. Now back to the regular program. Okay, Kreis, you're trying to defend top lane here. Zanzara sees a bit of a snack and just turns around. he just sprinted at him a Mark 4, gave him a pat on the back, and just booked it just instantly. I love him. Trundle is such Trundle, even without his animations and whatever, he can be a pretty comedic character, just running at you with this club and just like oh man, I love this. It's kind of a weird game because I would say for a relatively slow game, it's relatively entertaining. The fights are tense and pretty close. I mean, that's the thing. The fights are pretty close. Like in the other fight, 1 of XL died, while literally 4 of both teams could have died, or even the entire team. Like, yeah. By the way, I never seen a. No, I think. Oh, I did maybe. No, I had a thought. No, never mind. Let's see here. Nice Void Seeker, Jessica. That's a double TP on the ward. That's White Knight and Maggie Felix. The old hitting Patrick trying to get back there is actually safe. Yeah, he's not safe. Maggie Felix is fucking murdered him. Christ starting to flash away, but Zanzara bites him and punches him down, and he's dead from Jessica's Q. And Patrick was like, yeah, save it back 9. He's now getting popped off, and just Magic Felix coming up behind him is like I can smell fear. That was so fast. Jesus, I didn't cast that perfectly. Like I was kind of distracted from my own little speech I had there, but I still got the best moment. Just Patrick, yes, I'm backline. I have Danik before me. I can do this. And Magic Felix just destroyed his names. Let me just try this again. So XL was on 4 guys. The double TP in from Magic Felix and stuff. Paraskew hooking in there. The ult hitting 2 people. Now the Rumble ultimate also, yeah, it misses a bit. It's a good Rumble ultimate. It does its job, and just Magic Felix the leading Patrick as Christ goes on a run but isn't able to do a single thing. It's just dead on the ground. It's a game for Astralis now. They like the Magic Felix damage. I think like at least like 70% of this damage it did like in like a millisecond. Like not even kidding. He did it in so fast. So freaking fast. The control over the wall. The spot noob duck. Left this. Let me see here. Promise Q trying a bit of a flank here. I mean, it could work. He could have just auto-attacked him. Oh my god, you were literally right beside him. Promise Q. It's probably a problem with vision and stuff. Excel trying to back off. You're probably gonna get engaged in Orm base while both of their towers at full health. But the tier 2 mid turret is gonna fall here relatively easy. The Baron buff just too damn strong for the side of Astralis. Nukta get away there. I think you're gonna get pretty much obliterated. The ult from Ram was a bit too late. Dan gets catched out. The ultimate on Patrick. Dan goes on the Zonius but is dead anyway. The TP from Kreis as the jungle of Exile is absolutely terminated. There's no the Drake or something that's good. The flash, the Q flash kick from White Knight that just the flash did go but it can just do it again. If you flash and dodge his combo, he's just going to do it again. Instead of the second thing being his W, he's just going to flash it because it's that damn good. And Christ and Nuke that cannot do a single thing, as Astralis is gonna get themselves the second win of the weekend. Congratulations, the Trundle again worked. And Promise Q, honestly, a good game, but honestly, you cannot do too much wrong with Nautilus, but still. The ults on the backline, very nice. White Knight, yeah, I would say, pretty good performance. Pretty good. Like, cannot say too much. Like, everyone on Astralis played really well. And I cannot even say that XL was too much out of place there. I think both teams, it was a complete contrast to the SK Astralis game yesterday. Because both teams, they didn't play perfect, but they didn't play badly. They were just engaged from Fog of War or by good engage from your Promise Q or Rumble Ultimate or whatever. But one thing that struck me is I think Astralis engaged most of the time. Because they had an engage, a very strong engage. XL? As I've said, the only engage they really had was Christ's ultimate and the Rumble ult. And most of the times they were engaged, so like they were okay as disengage ultimates, but not having it as an engage in the fight itself. Nah, don't think that was too good in any way, I would say. But it was a fun game. And they did a good job. Nice job.